A very good morning to all of you. Today we'll continue the topic microorganisms, friend and foe. In the previous lecture, we did about uses of microorganisms in our day to day life, and today we are going to discuss the harmful effects of microorganisms. That's why I've painted a cartoon showing you the harmful effects. So let's move on. Now, the harmful effects of microorganism, I have given them as 3 points here. First one is microorganisms spoil our food. I think quite a lot of you must have observed all the conditions I've mentioned over here, that milk left outside turns sour and starts to smell. Bread left unused under moist conditions is attacked by fungus. Fruits left in open for a few days start to rot. आई थिंक हम ये डे टू डे लाइफ में ऑब्जर्व करते हैं कि अगर दूध बाहर पड़ा रह जाए तो वो स्मेल करने लग जाता है. यू कैन नॉट हैव इट. एंड इवन ब्रेड, you must have seen one time or the other that bread gets fungus over it. So many other things, are attacked by fungus. And fruits also, if left outside refrigerator, this, rot very easily. This is all because of the microorganisms. Now, the second harmful effect of microorganisms is that they cause food poisoning. Now, what is food poisoning? Let's read. Microorganisms that grow on our food sometimes produce toxic substances which make the food poisonous. Toxic means poisonous. And when they grow inside our food, they actually sometimes produce very toxic substances which are not good for our health. And if we consume that food, obviously we fall ill. And it sometimes is so serious that it can cause death also. But usually it is cured. You have to be, hospitalized if you have food poisoning, and you're cured with the help of medicines. But they do harm you. The third is that microorganisms cause diseases in plants, animals, and humans. Dear children, nowadays we are, facing this lockdown all because of a microorganism. And you know it very well. It's novel coronavirus. And so means they can be really, really harmful. Now, the headings in this slide is disease causing microorganism. We are today, right now, going to focus more on the disease causing microorganisms. What are they called as? And how do they enter our body? So, disease causing microorganisms are called as pathogens. This term you have to remember, that microorganisms that cause diseases in human beings, plants and animals are called pathogens. Now the next question is, how do these pathogens enter our body or any other living organism's body? They actually enter through air, water, food, direct contact with the infected organism, and through vectors or carriers. Now, this novel coronavirus can spread through air. We've learned it from the news and we know it. And there are so many others. I've written here, they can enter in our body through water. If the water is not safe for drinking and it contains microbes, these microorganisms can easily go inside the body. Food that is cooked with that same water, that dirty water, or the food which is not cooked hygienically, gives a chance to microorganism to enter other organisms. Then direct contact with infected organism means, suppose, I think you've heard of many a times that if somebody is suffering from chicken pox, you're not supposed to, touch that person, or that person is advised to stay at home till the infection goes. Why? Because that disease travels by contact and through vectors. Now this is a new term coming up and we'll talk about in detail.